You never know where life is going to take you. You never know what curveballs you're going to have come your way. I didn't have a voice to say I want to live.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Arlington, Texas, for XKO Fight Night.
My name is Antonio Perkins. The fun job that I do takes me all throughout the Lone Star State because I announce professionally for boxing and MMA. So I've been riding for a great deal of time. I have knowledge, I have wisdom, I have experience on riding. It was around 9 o'clock in the evening on my way home. There were two cars that had come up on the highway. I had an open lane in front of me. One car merged into my lane, so I did end up making contact with the car. At the time, I didn't realize how badly my body was damaged. All my ribs were broken at the time. My leg below the knee was pretty much severed, and I passed out in the ambulance on the ride to the hospital. When I made it to Methodist Dallas, to the ER, the trauma surgeon immediately took me to the operating room. Dr. Holland, who was on site, him and his team began to immediately work on my leg to remove the right foot. My liver was completely lacerated. My lung had collapsed. There were multiple surgeries that were done in those moments. I would have flatlined. One, if it wasn't for the trauma team that saved me. Number two, I would have flatlined in the first waking hours of ICU if it wasn't for the support team, if it wasn't for my wife, for my mother, for my best friend Thomas, if it wasn't for friends and family, co-workers who showed up. I didn't have a voice to say, I want to live, help me. And Dr. Amos, Dr. Holland, Dr. Burris, and their whole surgical team, the 6 days that I was unconscious in ICU, I couldn't say I want to breathe. I couldn't say my family's watching me, pull me through. All the nurses and doctors, thank you for being that voice for me.
XKO Fight Night.
So you just want to just roll it out kind of like that? First of all, it would be great to be back before the crowd. I have never missed an event in over 20 years. I missed 2 this year so far. And each promoter addressed the crowd upon this catastrophic incident, and the response was overwhelming.
To reintroduce Antonio Perkins for a special announcement for XKO.
I mean, there wasn't enough tissue to catch these tears, let me just tell you. And so, the comeback for me, I think, is ultimately being able to walk on both legs. And we'll be back sooner than you think, hopefully. The suit will be on, the microphone and the lights will be on, and you will see me standing at full attention with no assistance. And that's when I know that I've made it to the comeback.
I cannot tell you how much I love you, how much this support, not only from the 6'6" man holding me up, because this left leg is not very strong. Fight fans, welcome to XKO. Here in the Arlington backyard, and the one and only Texas Live. Fight fans, let's go.